Hi, Scorpios. Welcome back to Just on Tarot. All right, if you're new here, welcome in. We're going to be doing your end of June into July look. All right, we're going to take what resonates, leave the rest, and we're going to get it started. All right, so we're using the Fairy Magical Majesty Oracle. I can't read. Well, we all know this. All right, happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. All right. We have breathe and a lot. What do you guys got going on? All right. Well, we're going to take that. We have breathe. Do I accept myself without judgments? Earthworm. Are you allowing yourself to breathe right now? Is this what is mine for the doing? Work. You know, maybe you're overworking yourself right now. And then we have the star, which is all about healing, hope. What do I want to carve out space for in my life? Dig. With match on the bottom. Where do I give and where do I receive? So I feel like this is you allowing yourself to breathe, take a minute back and accept who you are. And that might be something that you've been working on with that prairie ant. You know, he digs pretty deep in the earth. And then you do have dig over here. And we have the star, which is about healing, hope, joy, allowing your wishes to come out. And with dig, I feel like that's leaving space for things to come in. Like, how do you want to shape your life? And then we have match on the bottom. You know, are you getting what you're receiving? Are you pulling in? So definitely taking a moment to breathe. Maybe working a few things out. Getting inspired hope or even healing the process. And then starting to, I feel like, more carve your life the way you want it. And I feel like that kind of matches the energy and what you're trying to bring. So I definitely like this for you. It's definitely a really good start to July. All right, let's see what the tarot's got to tell us. All right, what do we have going on for Scorpios in July? Oh, I'm definitely working on some slow growth and trying to balance out everything. I feel like everything's starting to work out for you at the moment. It might be slow, steady progress, but it's still getting there. All right, what do I have for the beautiful Libras? Scorpios. What do I have for Scorpios? I just did the Libra read. Might be something in there you need to hear. All right, what do I have for the beautiful Scorpios? Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Oh, okay. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So maybe you feel like things aren't really working out for you or things aren't really in your favor. Maybe a bit of bad luck, you know, and maybe it's time for you to put your foot down, be a little bit more disciplined when it comes to certain situations. You know, and I feel like that's kind of what that breathe is. Especially we have the Six of Cups, which is matching that energy. You know, what are you giving? What are you receiving type of energy? And maybe you need to take a look within to see if it's all kind of working out for you. You know, maybe you need to go out, have a little bit of fun, find a little joy in life, get with friends, go out and do things. And there's that Nine of Pentacles showing up. That slow, steady growth. If this is about you, like, being very judgmental that things aren't really working out the way they're supposed to, that King of Swords is telling you, you know, have that drive, have that desire, use discernment and where you're putting your energy and effort towards. I can't talk today. You know, especially with the Six of Cups and the Hermit, you know, are you giving too much of yourself that you have to keep pulling your energy back? And this might just be a day of like, I just kind of want to chill and not really do anything, you know? And I feel like that might be an inner healing energy and allows you to kind of have more of that energy moving into the month. It might be kind of slow and steady, but I feel like we're kind of getting there. All right, what else we got going on for the beautiful Scorpios of the zodiac? I don't know why I said that, but whatever. Page of Cups. This might just be you putting your foot down and being like, nope, we don't have the money for any more creative ideas right now. You know, and it's definitely a choice. And you might have a new love situation coming in, especially with this Page of Cups coming in. But it's kind of like, is it really worth my time? Do I really want to do this? Am I going to get up and go? Type of energy. With that Nine of Wands, it's like the wounded warrior, and he's kind of sitting there, he's holding it. He might get up, but he might not, you know, especially with the Lovers behind there. Like, it's kind of a choice. It's a decision on whether or not you want to do it, whether or not you want to put work and effort into whatever the Page of Cups is for you, you know, because I would see him as creative new ideas, or even a new love option coming in, or you know, just a simple day of self-love. Ooh, the Chariot coming out. Might be dealing with a Cancer. This might be Cancer season. Well, then it's going to be Cancer season. But I think this is about whether or not you take the willpower on something, or even action on something. You know? And then we have the Hierophant coming out. This could be some kind of higher power, or just even the faith that everything's going to work out type of situation. Look at the last two, and then I'm going to see what's really going on. Okay, I'm going to take that. I'm not taking those two, though. Give me one more, please. You might just being a little too hard on yourself, to be quite honest. Maybe overworked. You need to be sitting down and taking a break. You know, I think that this is about you taking a moment, taking a pause at life, and really just being very clear with yourself about, like, I need a moment. And maybe recouping some of the energy you have. Like, maybe you've been pushing yourself a little too hard when it comes to trying to create the life that you want. And, you know, you do have creative ideas, but you also have to have the energy to match that, you know? And it's about knowing when to start and when to stop energy, right? With that Hierophant right there, you know? And then you're like, I have these ideas, I need to keep going forward, but it's kind of like a guarded energy. So I feel like whatever these concepts or these ideas, because swords are about mental things, like, you can keep pushing forward, but a lot of it's going to be about, you know, whether or not you have to give it with that Lover's card there. It's about a choice. You know, are you going to allow it to be stuck in your head consistently, or be anxious about it? Or are you going to allow it to just kind of grow in the speed that you want it to grow in? Whether this is a love situation, or even just general work, or burnout at this moment. And I feel like it's more about burnout. So I feel like you need to take that time to step back, to kind of just chill and take a breath. Okay. You know, maybe you've been working too much that you need to take a moment to just really kind of heal and reset your focus on the things that you're trying to create, or the life that you're trying to create, you know? And I think a lot of that is the, where do I give and where do I receive part, matching that energy is like, are you giving too much of yourself that you don't have enough for your actual self, if that makes sense to you guys. But definitely, I feel like the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is telling you to take a moment, take a pause, All right. All right, let's see what the Feral deck has to tell you. I really kind of like it for you. It's kind of like it's a very chill vibe, if that makes sense. Hair running down my face is going to drive me nuts. Okay, there we go. All right. What do you have to tell? No, it's still there. What do you have to tell Scorpios? We're using the Feral Oracle deck. She can be mean sometimes. Ooh, all right. What do we got? Ancient roots. The soul shows this lineage is for a reason. You carry not just their pain, but the power to transmute it. And I think that's about transmuting that energy. You know? And then we have guiltless. Forgive the version of you that you don't know better. You weren't broken, you were becoming. And I love that beautiful butterfly. It's about transforming into something that you are wanting to do and doing it without guilt. So I feel like whatever is holding you back or whatever you need to take a break or a pause from, you know, don't feel guilty. Don't feel like you have to continuously keep pushing. All right. I hope that made sense, Scorpio. I wish you the best. Happy Father's Day. Have a good day.